Hey everybody, it's Tuesday here on Katie Morton's channel, and you know what that means? That means I'm on Tumblr. So if you've asked your questions using the hashtag KatieFAQ, or if you're like, hey Katie, my question is, then I probably found it, and there were a lot. And I have 4 today for you, as well as a journal topic. So stay tuned, and I hope you like them. And a lot of them, for any of you who are like, Katie, damn it, you never answer my question. I try to compile ones that I get asked a lot. Like today, for instance, there were 4 questions that were all the same as number 3. And so I put all those into one. So it's kind of more bang for your buck. So I'm sorry if your question isn't getting answered, but keep asking it. I will get to it. Okay? Question number 1. Hashtag KatieFAQ. I asked on Facebook the other day, but I'm not sure you got it. My therapist said that I'm bulimic. Can you be bulimic if you do not binge but only purge? I'm really scared now because I didn't think it was really a big deal. I only do it a few times a week and now I'm really scared. I would really like to know. Please answer. And sorry if you got this twice. No big deal. Bulimia, if any of you are wondering what bulimia is, check out my video on it. I did it a long time ago. But I give you all of the diagnostic criteria. And technically, if you don't binge, then I would actually diagnose you as EDNOS, because if you're not binging but you're purging, it would all come down to weight. And if you're less than 85% of your ideal body weight, which has to be determined by your doctor, then you would fall into the anorexia nervosa category. And if you're binging and purging, I believe it's at least, this is just off the top of my head, it's at least 3 times a day or something, and you're eating more than a regular amount, hence the binging. But if you're not exactly, if you're kind of in between, which many of us are, then it's EDNOS. So that's how I would diagnose it. And if you have any other further questions, check out my videos on anorexia, bulimia, and EDNOS. I talk about them all, okay? And I'm sorry that it's confusing. They should be talking to you about this. Question number 2, hashtag KatieFAQ. Can CBT cure borderline personality disorder? What if DBT is not available in your area? CBT is the next best thing. Wow, say that 5 times fast. But nothing cures anything. Hard work cures any of our issues, whether it's anxiety, borderline personality disorder. We will feel much better if we're really working hard and we're understanding the emotion regulation component. So if DBT is not available, CBT is great. I would also grab that workbook. I have it in the widget at the bottom of my website. And many of you got confused and thought it was my eating disorder workbook that's free. It's not that. If you scroll down to on any page in my website, there's like a dark blue box. It's an Amazon widget, and you can click. I have my recommendations there. So then you'll maybe find that workbook, and that you can kind of work on it on your own with combining your CBT therapy. But it can definitely help. And if we work, it's like they say in AA, or I think it's AA. It works if you work it. That's how I feel about things like CBT or DBT when we're trying to overcome borderline personality disorder, because we can get ourselves to recognize how we're feeling and what's causing us to feel that way and better manage it, instead of just letting our feelings kind of overwhelm us and feel like a wave just like slapped us down. So yeah, I would give it a go, and it'll really, really help. I promise. Okay, question number 3. What is the difference between disordered eating and an eating disorder? I don't know if you have a video on this yet, but I've searched and I couldn't find anything. I got a lot of questions about the same exact thing, and I don't have a video on it. So I will title today's video as this so that you'll know that here it is. Disordered eating is kind of what I would call a layover into eating disorder town. A lot of people, a lot of parents of my clients have disordered eating, and that would mean it could be anything. It really means that you do eat like what a normal amount is, but you're really, really bizarre about it. Like, I don't eat any of X type of food or Z type of food, and I only eat this amount, and I don't eat after X time, and X amount of exercise has to take place before. You have a lot of rules, but you maintain enough of a body weight, and you don't purge or you don't binge and purge. You just have this weird way of eating, and what you will eat and what you won't eat, and you have all these rules that you really aren't a normal eater. You're not an intuitive eater, and that's what disordered eating is. And I have many parents who struggle with that, and I have tried to talk to them about what that means, and how that feels to someone who is trying to recover from an eating disorder and wants to eat intuitively, because if I want a cheeseburger, I'm going to have a cheeseburger. I'm not going to feel bad about it, and I'm not going to eat the fries. I don't have any rules going on. And when we're trying to recover, we need to have that freedom, and having parents or people around us who have disordered eating can be hard because it's very triggering. So that's just a little bit about that. And if you have more questions about that, if you want me to do a full Monday video on it, give this video a like and let me know in the comments, okay? Question number 4, hashtag Katie FAQ. Hey Katie, I was wondering what your opinion was on when calling your therapist for more support. When is a good reason to call her and when is not? I've never thought about this before, but if you need more support from your therapist, first of all, please, please, please don't page us or call us in the middle of the night. Wait until it's a normal business day, and then we'll get back to you actually more quickly. So, because it's a regular working day, and if it's not an emergency, we might be upset. So I would give her a call and leave a message on the voicemail and just say, hey, I was wondering if I could get an extra session in this week, or if there's something that we can do, maybe just like a 30-minute phone call. I think when you're feeling really, really down in between your sessions and it's not an attachment thing, you don't feel like, oh, I just need to see you. It's actually, you're struggling with maybe suicide, or you're really having a hard time. Maybe you're just out of inpatient and you're feeling like that big dip from treatment because we have all this care and all these people, and then it's like out to outpatient. That's a good time to ask. And I always think it's always best to ask your therapist. Will talk with you if she thinks it's appropriate and when she can get you in. But I would set up another session or a phone session. I do that a lot. I'll have a session during the week, and then I'll do a phone session, and then another session and a phone session, so that we kind of make the most of our time. Because a lot of my clients also drive quite a distance, so I don't like to make them keep doing that if it's okay with them. So I would talk to them about it. And it's okay to call. Just call tomorrow morning and say, hey, I just feel like I might need to see you more frequently. Can we set that up? Okay? Journal topic of the day. I posted this on my Tumblr blog, and since today's Tumblr day, I decided this would be kind of fun. Fat is not a feeling. I used to tell my clients that all the time. How do you feel? I feel fat. That's not a feeling. So, since many of us feel all sorts of nasty things, and we say, I feel fat, stupid, ugly, whatever our eating disorder, self-harm, or depression voice is telling us, that's not a feeling. So what do you feel? I want you to journal about what you feel. Try to come up with 3 things. Because today, I feel a little frazzled because I've been running around, running errands at the end of my day. I feel very happy, and I feel well rested. I got a lot of sleep, so I feel energetic. Yeah. So what are your 3 feelings? Share them below or let me know, and maybe write about how you feel that way. Let's start getting in touch with that, okay? Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I will be on my website, and I'll also be on YouTube, so you can leave your questions below this video or my video from yesterday, and I will answer them then. Have a good night. Love ya. Bye.